All right, we have just driven to New Mexico and are at the Carlsbad Caverns National Park.
We're in New Mexico?
We are. We drove through Texas, Texas, and now we're gonna go and see a cave.
Carlsbad Caverns should be pretty cool. There's two ways of doing it. You can take an elevator down and then explore for about a mile and then take the elevator back up. Or you can take a path down. It's about a mile down, and then you have another mile in the caverns, and then they encourage you to take the elevator back up, just because it's kind of steep. So we are going to give it a whirl. Now, just as a FYI, I may not stay very long. I'm not a big person in close spaces, so especially if it's really deep under the earth.
I think it is. But
so, yeah.
We're going to grab some lunch and then go check it out.
Reheating leftovers. This is our lunch.
So we're going to visit the Carlsbad Caverns National Park here right now. And then tonight we found a dispersed camping BLM land site.
I'm so excited.
About 10 miles from here. There's not much out here in the Carlsbad area. There's Carlsbad, the city, the town, which is maybe a half hour north, but we're not going back that direction. So instead we're trying to make sure we have everything we need to get through a night of dispersed camping, food and water and such. And tomorrow, about another 15 miles or so down the road is Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Woo! So we can get like 2 parks within a couple of days here. It's just nice and close. So that's the plan. So first, we're gonna finish lunch, and then we will go check out the Cascade Caverns and head off to some dispersed camping.
Wish me luck.
This is Anne when she's nervous. A little claustrophobic, but it'll be fine. I hear it's a big cave. Deep, deep underground.
Stop. Now I know you're probably all thinking, how do I survive a month in a 19-foot van? Well, I constantly have air moving through the van. It's blowing on my face in the cab when it works. We have this beast, and then we have the fan in the open window. And then I have my own personal fan. So that's why. I know y'all thinking.
We'll just
I'm not crazy.
open a window down in the caverns.
We're gonna go down and see some caves and some caverns.
Let's see how far we make it. All right.
I survived.
What do you think?
You know what? Totally doable coming from the perspective of somebody who has a little bit of claustrophobia.
Yeah, it was wide open. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was easy. It was easy. The elevator made the transition super easy.
Highly recommend the elevator versus walking. That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, an extra mile. We're here on BLM land.
We made it to the Chosa campground. It's BLM land that you can stay on for 14 days. There's no reservations needed.
And I have to say, the path getting here, it was a road, and it's basically a parking lot.
It's like a fenced-in 1 acre kind of pad with a few other RVs on it that, fortunately for us, is situated just about directly between 2 national parks.
Yay.
The Carlsbad Caverns, and the Guadalupe Mountains, which we're going to go see tomorrow. So tonight, we'll bunker down here, maybe see some stars, make some dinner, and I hope our water doesn't run out.
It won't run out. We'll be fine.
Let me show you around. So here we are at the Chosa campground, BLM land. It is fantastic. There are other people here, but it's this big open space and you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you got lots of stars and a big moon and lots of space. So it's a fun way to camp. There are apps people have recommended that help you find kind of BLM land. I think iOverlander's one, and RV Parky might. I'm not sure if it does not, but I just found out using the BLM website, or even Googling, BLM land near a certain destination, and it shows you the various options. And if you get to them during the day, it's not so bad. We're pulling into the night like we did the first time was very difficult, but during the day it's pretty easy. Then you get set up, and it's easy and free. And you can stay for a few days if you want to, or just use it as a stopping ground on your way to somewhere else. So we did some cooking tonight, and now we're gonna clean up and get ready for bed. But an awesome campsite. Highly recommend it if you're in the area and want to hit a couple national parks on either side. So good night, and we'll see you in the morning. We're waking up to a beautiful morning here at the Chosa campground, some BLM land outside of the Carlsbad Caverns National Park, getting ready to head to the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Just checking the tank levels, and we are in pretty good shape with 38% fresh water, and the black and gray tanks are just fine. We found another BLM campsite near White Sands National Park that we may head to tonight. So 2 nights of dispersed camping is our goal. See if we can do it. First, to the Guadalupe Mountains National Park.
Getting ready to put my makeup on. I put it on the edge, and then I think Wade walked around on the other side of the door.
Is that my fault?
The van shook, and then it tipped over, and it's absolutely everywhere. I got makeup everywhere. I mean,
the perils of van life.
perils of van life. Yes, indeed. That's okay. I guess. I am still mad though.
All right, we just woke up after a second night of dispersed camping, although this time we didn't quite make it to the site we thought we were gonna make it to, and instead ended up at a Walmart. So it's kind of like dispersed camping.
We didn't quite make it to our BLM land that we were expecting to go to, and that is because we looked at the temperatures, and where we were was way high elevation, so it was way up. The temperatures looked like they were going to be about 25 degrees at night, a little bit colder than we were comfortable with in terms of not winterizing, so we hadn't winterized. But then on top of it, there was so much snow, and where we were, and the path was not plowed out, so we just decided, you know what, I think it's time to turn this ship around. So we did, and then we found a Walmart, and then that's where we slept tonight. And this is the first time at a Walmart. That was interesting. It was a little loud. There was some noise, you know, cars, engines, and anyway, it was interesting. We survived. It was just fine. And then let's see. And then this morning we got 6 gallons of water from Walmart, and we filled up our fresh tank. So that was good. And we also got some fruit and some pastries, and we had that for breakfast this morning. So far so good. And now we're off to another national park.
All right, we are driving through. You're gonna stop and make a little leftover sandwiches for lunch at one of the picnic areas here.
Just left White Sands National Park, and that is 3 national parks in a row that we've seen as we make our way west, going home from Florida.
3 parks in 3 days.
3 parks in 3 days. So our first was the Carlsbad Caverns, followed by Guadalupe Mountains, and we just left White Sands National Park. It's been fun. Of the 3, the caverns were awesome. If you haven't been, that was pretty cool. And then the White Sands were awesome. That was also very, very cool. Guadalupe Mountains, they were fine.
It's a mountain range, so driving by it is sufficient. That's kind of what we did. We went to the visitor center, drove by the mountain range, saw them, and then kept on driving. So they're nice, but White Sands was amazing. That's one of my new favorites.
It was nice. It was nice. All of them were nice.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not the mountain one. All right, we are off to driving west, headed to a saloon tonight. It's a Harvest Host.
In Arizona.
In Arizona. I don't know what a saloon is. Is it a bar? Is it a grill? Is it both? I don't know. I mean, I know it's a bar. I know that much. I just don't know if it has food, is really what I was trying to say. we'll see. Harvest Host tonight has to be better than a Walmart parking lot.
Just got to our Harvest Host here in Wilcox, Arizona. Oh, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, so just got back from the Harvest Host, well, the saloon, and we're back in the van, gonna make some dinner. They did not have a whole lot of food selection. And generally we're pretty pleased with the Harvest Hosts. This one was a little crowded. It's an RV park too, but they wanted to charge me $10, which is odd because Harvest Hosts are supposed to be free if you're a member of Harvest Host.
You know, especially if you're only there for one night, and that's the deal.
Dry camping, and the website or the Harvest Host app says this is free for dry camping, so we didn't pay it. Anyway, we had a few drinks and are coming back now to make some dinner and then do a little work and move on our way.
Yep.
Good morning. Waking up after a nice, relatively peaceful night at this Harvest Host. There was a dog barking, which was a little odd, given that there's only other RVers here, but otherwise it was fine. The only thing I didn't appreciate was being charged or being asked to pay $10 to stay at this saloon in Wilcox, so would not recommend it. But we are heading west out towards Phoenix and beyond today. Time to hit the road.